principal of St. Andrew High School, you've introduced quite a few interesting, innovative things to the administration of the school. One of which is the mission and the vision and the balanced scorecard, which is your template. Tell us about that a little bit.
Right, and again, all girls in the mix. In 2000, I probably should backtrack a bit. Planning has always been a part of St. Andrew High School's approach to management, and I think that is why the school has been so successful over the years. In 2000, when I became principal, Roland de Gazan, somewhere in that period, Roland, Mrs. Faye Saunders became chairman of the board of management. She's a former principal. Excellent support, and it was through her instrumentality that Roland came on board, and we did a master plan, a 5-year plan, and that served us well, and certainly in terms of vision and mission, formalized certain things. The school's mission statement was always there. What we really did was improve on it a little, but in terms of, from the founders of the school, really visionaries, they had set out the whole purpose of the institution, what we were supposed to do. This was a secondary institution. The students were to be brought up in a Christian environment, the fourfold development, all of that. Now in 2005, another old girl, Zara Reid, was working then with growth facilitators, and they decided that they would help, because these things are expensive, you know, but all of the employees were allowed to work with their alma mater to develop what they call the balanced scorecard, which is a form of strategic planning that was developed out of Harvard. The balanced scorecard for us was a fantastic introduction. It takes a business approach to planning. The school is seen as a business, and the perspectives that are used around which the planning is developed, the customer perspective, learning and growth, the internal perspective, and of course the financial aspect of it. Because if schools are to grow and develop, there is that whole side. So the balanced scorecard, in a nutshell, helped us to focus in a way that we hadn't before.
And I believe that you involved all the stakeholders.
All stakeholders.
PTAs, old girls,
right,
staff, everybody.
Right. By 2005, that anniversary year also saw the founding of the St. Andrew High School Foundation. And so with everybody coming on board, what we have found is that there's increased involvement, increased participation, so many more old girls assisting, and that can only be good for the school. So that in terms now of focus, it has helped all of us within the school community and the stakeholders, because everybody is, the balanced scorecard is on our website. Thanks to the foundation, we now have an integrated website, and I've been hearing so many good comments on it in terms of persons just familiarizing themselves with where we're at as an institution. So since 2000, yes, a lot of growth, because also a lot of support, being able to garner support from everywhere. So we have seen a lot of development, a lot of physical improvements on the campus, almost too much to mention.
You have the redevelopment or the refurbishment of the science lab.
Right.
Tell us about that.
Right. That is even more recent. That with the help of the St. Andrew High School Foundation. Millions of dollars donated to refurbish these old labs that are around from the 1940s. But along with that, a lot of refurbishing. The office, the school office, done in about 2003 or 4. And we aim at all times to maintain that look, the facade, but almost completely redoing the inside. The creation of the garden theatre, so that we can all have somewhere to meet. Wonderful. Our recent acquisition of the property next door, where we now have housing for teachers, and with the help of stakeholders, then we will soon have housing largely for students at risk, but also to provide some housing for students outside. Development of programs. Another area, because as we have sought to develop, as we mentioned, the Performing Arts Department, when we built the Dahlia Repole complex, that housed what we call now the Learning Enhancement Center, because we realize in the 21st century, learning is not so much to be focused on content, conveying of content as the building of learning skills. So we have a learning enhancement department. The physical education department, physical education are always important at St. Andrew, taking on added importance. So, and you know, of course, in the age of technology, the most recent development is that we have gone BYOD at St. Andrew. Ahead of, I think, everybody else, our students can now take their own devices. We have been doing extensive training with our teachers in using technology. Recently, again, with the help of the foundation and the PTA, we sent 2 teachers to Cayman to have a learn pad, a particular type of tablet that is used, that we are piloting that here.
So and you're encouraging students to have their own tablet?
Oh, yes. I think at this point, this is our pilot year, I would think at this point possibly about 55% of the students take their own devices to school, and we are trying to work out ways now that we can help those who can't afford it, but a lot of persons have relatives abroad who are the parents are excited about it. And what it is doing is freeing up learning in a way that it has. So we subscribe, we have EBSCO, which is an online resource center. Several, the children now have access to all the newspapers of the world, the magazines, texts that they can access online and almost anywhere on the campus. The big problem now is that our internet feed is not adequate. And so by the end of this month though, again through negotiation, one of the companies will be providing this expensive, but as I have shared with the board to get them on board, we are changing focus now from the physical infrastructure to the technological infrastructure, because technology is here to stay and it does engage the children in a way that our old time style just talk and talk just doesn't. So quite exciting times here, and what I'm pleased with is that our teachers are also on board. This very museum, an example of partnership. I remember wanting something like this, and Margaret Bernal coming and sharing that vision, and just with support, here we are, the first purpose-built museum in Jamaica. So many schools envious because we have a school museum. The children who are using the most, the little ones are fascinated by the information that they can see. We're wanting to use it too as a tool to teach, you know.
So you have some sessions in here.
Right, also, yes.
On another side, quickly, tell us a little bit about the the counseling, guidance counselors. Okay. I believe the school has quite a few now, because there is a need for that.
Right. Again, addressing the needs as you see them. So the need for social and emotional stability among the children. Social and emotional learning is as important as academic learning. And so again, the ministry provides 2 counselors. We recognize that there is no way that we could meet the needs, impact their values and attitudes. And schools are so big now. So what we did, again, made a proposal to our board, and they came on board with us. And so we have 5 counselors. Thanks to the Parent Teachers Association, we have extended the Face Owners Counseling Center, so that the environment is one conducive to having the children come to meet with. Right. So we have 5 counselors, 3 paid though by the board. Again, because we have the support of parents. Our parents say they appreciate all that is being done. And so we are one of the schools that have a very good compliance rate for school fees. And I share with my other principals that that's because our parents know what is happening here. We share the budget. At parent-teachers meeting, we are another requirement of the balanced scorecard is that you're transparent. And what it has done is that it has included our parents. Our parents have their own office on the campus. Our old girls and foundation share an office. And I think that just making people realize that you are important here has done a lot to improve the support that we're getting.
And so we take another quick break before we finish this wonderful chat.